There's voter fraud in Arizona, and I'm going to show you proof. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Marquita Show podcast. A podcast where I talk about everything from politics to pop culture and everything in between. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for post notifications so you get notified every single time that I post. So there's a new thing that I want to do, and that is highlight some of you guys' comments, because I read a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys are very intelligent and you make sense. And I just want to share that with the world, with my viewers. So when you comment below, I'm going to pick a very good comment, one that I think is thought-provoking, that is just all around just an excellent quote or something I think people need to know. So please leave your best comment below and I will read it out loud in the next show. So we're gonna have fun with that. I want to be able to get engaged and shout you guys out, because a lot of you guys give me information and stuff to research and stuff to talk about, and I just want to kind of give you guys credit for it. So leave your best comment below and check out the next episode to see if your comment gets chosen. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Now, the Democrats want you to believe, and the left wants you to believe, and also the media wants you to believe that there is no such thing as voter fraud. Voter fraud is non-existent. What are you talking about? We didn't claim that in 2016 when Trump got elected. What do you mean? All of a sudden the system magically got fixed and there's no voter fraud. Yeah, okay. So as you know, Trump has filed several different lawsuits in several different states. But what I'm going to talk about today is the voter fraud that happened in Arizona. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the clip. The clip is of a guy named Nashawn Garrett. He was a former resident of Arizona. He currently resides in Tennessee. But listen to what he has to say. Let's go ahead and play the video.
All-American wrestler Nashawn Garrett moved from Maricopa County, Arizona to Tennessee about 5 months ago so he could train for the Olympics. So you can imagine his surprise when he got a message from something called the Voter Integrity Fund.
The state of Arizona is reporting that a ballot was cast in the name of Nashawn Garrett in the general election on Tuesday. If Nashawn Garrett did not cast this ballot, please call us back.
Well, that doesn't sound fishy at all, right? Well, Nashawn didn't think so either. So he went to the state of Arizona's voting website only to discover that his ballot had been accepted. And Maricopa County's voter portal said his ballot was signature verified and counted. The only problem is he'd already voted in Tennessee. He didn't vote in Arizona. Nashawn Garrett joins me now. Nashawn, great to see you. Now, you never received an Arizona absentee ballot or an application for mail-in ballot. So who the heck cast your ballot in Arizona?
That is an excellent question.
You just watched that video. Now, if you listen to the media, they'll have you think that this does not exist. Voter fraud does not exist. This guy clearly moved. This guy clearly voted in another state, no longer was a resident of the state of Arizona, but yet his ballot was cast. A mail-in ballot was cast in his name. Now, if you want to see the full video, I'll leave a link below to the full video. But he goes on in depth about the steps that he's taking, and just how really he finds it quite odd that somebody did that. Unfortunately, he doesn't know who did it, which is insane. Now, my take is he's won. What is the population of Arizona? Yeah. So being that a lot of these states are extremely close, it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. And someone committed voter fraud in his name, and I'm highly confident, I can say with great confidence, that I don't believe that he's the only one that happened to. I just don't believe it. And I think that Trump filing lawsuits is well within his right because of stuff like this getting by. Now, we all knew that the mail-in was going to be a disaster. There was no way to verify. Even though they did the signature thing, as you can see, his signature passed. Like, he passed the signature confirmation part of the mail-in ballot, and he still didn't do it. So I'm just thinking, how many got through? Now, the media will lead you to believe, oh, that's a 1 in a million chance, but I don't think so. Now, do I think this was purposely done? Do I think this was done in large numbers? It's possible, but it can happen. Unfortunately, the media does not want to share that with the public. Now, it does make you question our electoral system. It does. I'm not going to lie, because I'm in Georgia. We're going to have a runoff. I hear a lot of people saying, what's the point of me voting? My vote doesn't count. Once people start losing hope in our democracy, that's the end. That's what makes America great, is the fact that we have a democracy, that we have freedom, we have liberties, we have freedom of choice. All of those wonderful things come from us being a democracy. Once we lose hope in our election system, we're done. Democracy is done. But what I love about Nation is that he followed up, because people are wanting to know, what can I do? What can I do to help? Trump was cheated. What can we do? What can we do? If you're not a protester, this is what you can do. Nation followed up with his. If you are somebody you know previously lived in a state, let's say 2-3 years ago, check that state's register. See if there was a ballot requested in your name. If it wasn't, let it go. Now, if it was, follow up with your local election system. If you see something, say something. Do not, by any means, do not let this fly. Do not let the left, whoever, get away with potential voter fraud, because that kills our democracy. We have the right to question, and I'm telling you guys to do your part. If you know, or somebody you know lived in a state previously, go check. It takes probably about 5 seconds. I live in Georgia. 5 seconds to type in your information to see if a ballot was requested, when it was received, and when it was processed. No time at all to do that. See something, say something. If it doesn't pan out, so be it. But if it does, speak up. That is how we save our democracy. And tell a friend. Tell a friend. Make sure they're doing it as well. You may not be affected, but somebody you know may be. But there is also some stuff going on in Georgia. Actually, my home county, they just found, I think, 2,600 votes. Now, earlier today, maybe a couple hours ago, I learned that another county in Georgia had the same thing. They missed roughly 26 or 2,700 votes. That's a large sum. Trump is narrowing his gap in Georgia. So I don't think, and I'm hoping, that this is not malicious intent, because the reasons behind it, they make sense. They're logical. The Floyd County issue, they said a scanner broke down while they were in the middle of scanning. They got a new one and forgot about the old ballots. Makes sense, can happen to anybody. But hey, this is a very tight election. Every vote matters. Every vote needs to count. All legal votes need to count. So, I want to know your take on this. If you could leave your comment below. What do you think about what's going on? Do you think there's widespread voter fraud? Do you think that it is possible that some of these states will be overturned? Or do you believe this is a witch hunt and you're just ready for it all to be over with? So the best comment is going to be highlighted in the next video. So go ahead and leave your best comment. As always, guys, I love you. One vibe, one tribe. Deuces.